Hi, my name is Rylan, and you're watching Hot Rod Madness.
Hot Rod Madness, where every car has a story. If you love rat rods, street rods, American classic muscle, even the unusual, including those ground-pounding, tire-smoking street machines, we got them. Fire them up, Hot Rod Madness style, with your host, Tim the Milkman, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew. Welcome to Hot Rod Madness. Let's check out some cool hot rods, classics, and muscle cars at the first Saturday cruise at Piedmont Church in Marietta, Georgia. As always, there's plenty of coffee, donuts, and fellowship.
Chris, how are you, man?
Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you, buddy. Always nice to meet a fellow hot rodder, and look at that. What a hot rod you got, dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Enjoy it.
Now, is that the real deal, or is that a replica?
It is. It's a continuation car.
Okay.
So this car is built by and licensed by the original NOS parts makers.
There we
it's
go.
a full steel monocoque car, and it's in the GT40 registry, number P2168.
Yes, sir. Man, that looks like nothing but fun, sir.
It's a lot of fun.
Wow.
A lot of fun. A little too dangerous on the street. You got to be very careful.
You got to be careful.
Yeah.
It may get out from under if you stomp it, right?
Well, yeah. Oh, yes. It'll go sideways in 3 gears.
So I'd imagine you've opened this thing up a little bit, haven't you, Chris?
I did.
Yeah.
We did a charity event with Ferrari a few years ago, and we had a private escort on 400, got it to about 150 miles an hour with the Ferrari guys.
Nice,
yeah,
man. Now
very
that's
nice.
fun,
Yeah, it was
buddy.
good fun. Yeah.
Number 2 with the stripes on it.
That's
okay.
Bruce McLaren and Chris Amon, the car that crossed first in Le Mans in 1966.
All right, sir. Let's step a little closer.
Okay.
Check us out. Love how the exhaust comes out the back. Love the wheels on this thing. Beautiful, man. That's a nice setup, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's got the Weber carburetors, 48 IDA carburetors, like they ran in the 427 Dart block motor.
Man.
Dynos at about 565 horsepower.
Serious fun, I'm telling you.
And gobs of torque with those Webers. Very powerful.
Can you pop the back half on this and let's check it
I
out?
can do that, sure.
Let's see the power plant in this thing, man. Always love to see how they dress them up.
Okay.
Yep, there's those big Webers.
And then that's what's commonly known as the bundle of snakes exhaust.
Okay.
Famous bundle of snakes.
Yes, sir. Roush stamped right there on the valve cover.
That's 427. This one was put together by Roush. Yeah.
Okay.
And those are regular Weber carburetors, not fuel injection.
How did you acquire the transaxle and all for this thing?
They make them. That's the original ZF gearbox. They RBT now make them, and they strengthened a few areas in them. But it's the original. It's a German gearbox that they ran it's from the '60s. Same design. It's been upgraded a little bit, and it's an upside down German gearbox.
Okay. Works well, don't it?
It works great. 5-speed.
sir.
Yeah, it's very great. It's a little takes some getting used to because it's got this one's with the left-hand drive. You need cable shifting, and the right-hand drive cars they could run a rod straight out.
Okay. Nice. Now, is this one of many, or do you got a collection, or what?
I've got a few. I'm down to 2 cars now. I've had a Cobra Daytona Coupe and a Roadster, and I sold those, and I bought this, and I have a vintage '66 Fastback Mustang as well.
Okay.
Original.
Well, where's the fuel cell in this thing, and how
There's-
many gallons will it hold?
There's 2 10-gallon pods one on each side. You
Yeah,
can see here.
okay.
I can show you. They run along in here. A little bit dangerous by today's standards, but these fuel pods is 10-gallon stainless steel pod on this side and one on that side with a crossover tube.
Wow, amazing how they fit everything into a small, tiny little frame.
Yeah, it's all original steel monocoque. Here, there's no chassis on this. It's an actual monocoque car.
Okay. Yeah, when you're sitting in this thing, man, your butt's about that far off the ground, I bet.
Yeah, well, this is 40 inches high. That's why it's a GT40, the 40
Yes,
inches
sir.
high, and you're right on the ground. And
There you go.
when you're on the street, you see elevation changes very differently than you do in
man.
your street car.
Yeah, you got to be careful in this, baby.
You do. You have to be very careful.
Tom, how are you, sir?
Nice. I'm doing well. Yourself?
Man, the sun's out, man. I'm at a car show, buddy.
It sure is.
Golly, it's nice out here.
It's gorgeous.
Yes, it is. And, man, we're looking at some pretty cool rides at this show.
Thank you.
And I'm walking up on this green beast here, man. How long have you owned this thing?
About 9 months.
9 months.
9 months.
Okay. So did you buy it with fat tires and a big block, or did you put that in there?
No, I bought it mainly this way. We did some modifications to it. We took the tank out of the front, put a flexible fuel cell in the back that's surrounded by chassis, so the likelihood of blowing up is minimized.
You want to stay safe, right, Tom?
Yeah, we got a 454 in it.
Yeah.
With a turbo hydromatic 400.
Yeah.
As I put it, the car was painted by Miss Linda's third grade class. I mean,
Really?
Just joking, obviously.
Okay, so that's where the green paint job came from.
And
that's one of the best paint jobs you can get, right?
Absolutely.
Third grade class.
You got
painted
it. You got it.
So how did they paint it? Is that done with a brush, paint cans? What did they do?
I'm guessing it was done with a roller and a brush.
Yeah. Okay.
You know.
Yep. Very unique paint job you have there, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Your kindness knows no bounds.
Well, you know, here's why. Here's why, man. Because look, when you can get the kids involved in your hot rodding nowadays, man, you're doing a great thing.
You
there,
got it.
You know. Hey, check this out, folks. Looks like a family affair going on over here, man. You guys are responsible for these two rides, aren't you?
Yes, sir, we are.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is John.
And
Lori.
Lori. And what's your name?
Rylan.
All right, Rylan. Hey, guess who's going to inherit the family hot rods?
That's right.
Mom and Dad are building hot rods for this guy, right?
We got four.
Do you?
He's one of four, so they're gonna have to fight over him one way or the other.
All right. What year is this one, man?
This one is a '39 Pontiac.
Oh, that's rare.
Yep.
Oh, 39 Pontiac sedan.
Yeah, absolutely. The official term is Silver Streak.
Silver Streak. Wow. You ever seen one of those guys? That's fantastic, dude. It looks great.
Yeah, it's a bit of a resto mod. When we bought this car, it was in a lot of pieces. That's the original sheet metal.
Okay.
But it's resto modded, so meaning the running gear is a Vortec 350 out of a 97 Yukon. It's got a 4-link suspension. It's got a 70 posi rear end out of a Chevelle. It was really being built when I bought it to be a bracket racer, just to go straight and fast down the right.
Wow.
So it was really, really rough. It didn't have any interior. I sat on a Home Depot bucket to drive it. But so in the 3-year process, or the 3 years that we've owned it, the process has been to kind of put a little bit of class into it, as well as kind of give it that 50s hot rod look.
Sure, dude. I'm going to honor you for keeping it on the street. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. And your car, what you got there, lady?
I have a 32 Ford Coupe with an LT1 Corvette motor in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Corvette stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lady loves her Corvette motors. Yeah.
Blue, and it can
What
go.
is it? What color is it?
Dodge Viper Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a sweet ride, and I just got it, so the man can answer most of the questions for me. But however, I do drive it, and it's fantastic, and it's fun to play with.
Nice. All right.
It's a great story with that one. You know, she's a unicorn, so to speak.
Okay.
You know, you go to car shows, you go to a lot of these things, and you know, you never see the wives.
Yeah.
Lori has always gone to every car show with me since we've owned the Pontiac. And one day she comes to me and she says, I want a hot rod of my own. I said, done and done.
Yeah.
So
Nice, dude.
we found this in Chatsworth by a local builder that builds multiple makes of cars, but his bread and butter is really the 32s. And this one was, I'd say, maybe about 50% done when we found it.
Okay.
And we're able to personalize it from there. And
Here you go. Check this out. Now, this is inspiration to all you guys and gals out there. It can be a family thing. There you go. Hot rodding at its best, man. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, very well.
Nice day to bring the puppy dog out with your classic ride. What's your name, sir?
My name's Hobie, Hobie Earnhardt.
Hobie Earnhardt.
Right, the only Hobie you'll meet today, I promise you.
Yeah, probably so. Hey, are you kin to... No,
Not
maybe
close enough to get pit passes.
Okay.
Although I've been told I drive just like the late great Dale, and I've got the tickets to prove it.
He might be an intimidator. You never know. Hey, What year is this thing, man?
That is a 1950 Buick 46S.
Wow. It's a two-door.
A two-door. It's what they refer to as a sedanette or sedanette. You know, the two-door with the pillar.
And it's got the Dynaflow badges on the side of it.
Absolutely. The first infinitely adjustable hydraulic transmission, automatic transmission.
And you still got that up and running in this thing, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
it is a chore to keep it running, though.
Far out, man. That is awesome. Because that's just something you don't see no more.
No.
No.
The beauty of this particular car is that it was purchased by my grandfather the year I was born.
Wow, how about that?
I grew up in that back seat. This is literally the first car I ever drove.
Wow, what history, man.
Yeah. And I figure if I work hard and save my money, one day I'll be able to get a new one.
How about that? well, that's just fantastic, man. What you've done with the car, it looks brand new.
Well, it's actually been the real beauty of it is all I've had to do is maintain the car.
Yeah.
I basically got it in this shape.
Okay.
My father, when my grandfather left it to my dad. Dad had the car repainted back in '84. So, and I got it in the early 90s, and all I've had to do is maintain it. So I lucked out.
You sure did. You let them guys restore it back to this shape. Now all you got to do is wipe it off every now and then. Look at that thing. It's gorgeous, man.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I bet it's fun to ride in too, man.
Oh, it's a joy.
You talking about a head turner, man? Yeah, that's keepsake there, buddy.
Yep, it sure is.
Sure.
There's always been an Earnhardt behind the wheel, and as far as I'm concerned, there always will be.
Okay. I want to step over here and look at the engine.
All right.
Come here and tell me about this thing, man. So we're looking at a
Straight 8.
Buick Straight 8. I'm trying to read the valve cover. I can't see it because of the carburetor. Look at this. This air cleaner wraps all the way across the top of the valve cover. And, that's just awesome, man.
120 horse.
120 horse out of the box. That's what you got back then, and it still toted it pretty good, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Once it gets rolling, it'll roll 70 miles an hour all day long.
Okay. I am not familiar with these cars. Is that like a push-button transmission or not?
No, it's 2-speed transmission on it.
Nope.
It's an infinitely adjustable hydraulic transmission.
Okay.
Is what it was referred to.
There's no funny push buttons in there?
No.
I haven't seen the interior yet.
No.
I'm going to look at it though, man. Hey, let me look at it. Can you pop a door on this thing? Let us check it out. Because it's got to be looking brand new on the inside, just like, and it does. There you go. That's good. That's good. Let Dollar Bill get in there and look at that thing, man. Beautiful.
Well, thank you. It's a labor of love. When you have as much history involved, I can remember Granddad sitting behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in that back seat.
Yeah.
We'd use the hood ornament as a gun sight, driving down the road, hanging on the rope on the back of the seat.
Lots of memories there, buddy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I want to honor you right now for keeping it alive, buddy. Keep it on the road. Danny, how are you, man?
Good, Tim. Nice to meet you.
All right, Danny, hot rod builder. Dude, what year is this one?
It's a 32 Ford, and I built this a few years ago. I put a 428 Ford motor in it with a 4-speed transmission and a 58 Ford 9-inch rear end in it.
Oh, straight shift hot rod and fun, man, fun.
Unique thing about this is this motor I bought in 1968.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and rebuilt it. I ran it into several cars I had for years, and finally put it in this 32.
So maybe a Thunderbird motor or something. What is it?
7-liter Galaxy motor.
Galaxy.
Yep.
Okay.
But
it ought to tote this little hot rod.
It makes
quite well,
move.
huh?
Makes it move along very, very well. Yes, it does.
You build these in a shop? You commercialized? What are you doing, man?
No, I have my own garage.
Okay.
It's a 6-car garage, and it's just a hobby thing of mine. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
All right, Danny, what do we have here?
This is a 40 Ford Coupe. I got this body in 1984, and it was an old drag car at the time.
Okay.
And it had the name on the side, the Fugitive. So when I redid the whole car over, I put the name back on. I had to do that. But I chopped this 3.5 inches, and I initially had a. This one also has a 58 Ford 9-inch rear end in it.
Okay.
And I originally put in a 468 big black Chevrolet engine with a blower and 2 4-barrels on it, and an automatic.
You're saying this is a Chevrolet motor?
No, that's what I put in initially.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I took that out and I put in, this is a 96 Mustang Cobra motor.
Yeah, wow.
I put that in there and I just made it a little manifold for it to run the mass airflow unit vertical. And so the blower scoop would come out the same place that it did on the big black Chevy engine.
So you fabricated up the manifold?
Yeah, I did that. Yep, I built that. And
what'd you make that out of?
Just sheet metal. Just
Yeah.
You ever have shop class in high school?
Sure,
A
yeah.
little 8th grade little metal working.
Right, so you beat the crap out of it on a stool and mold it and weld it together?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just rolled it over
Wow.
on a pipe and welded it all together and put it together. But it works great.
Very cool stuff there,
And
Danny.
it's I'm running 411 gears with a 5-speed in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing actually gets well over 25 miles a gallon on the highway. Yep, it's good.
Wow, you got your hot rod and your street car all in one there.
Yep, that's right.
Very nice.
That's right.
Hey, the black old style Americans look great on the black paint job.
They do,
They look
and the wheels I bought also in 1968. They're actual
Yeah.
magnesium wheels off an A altered. So
Okay.
I couldn't afford to buy them today if I had to, but
Wow, that Mustang motor fills that engine bay up. Look at that.
it certainly does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Had to make all the mounts for it and everything,
Yep.
and the wiring was a little bit of work to try to get the computer to work.
how long did it take you to put that in there and build this car, man?
It took me a few weeks, like 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks to get that motor all up and
A
running.
few weeks to get the motor in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I can see it. 5-speed.
Yes.
Nice ride, man.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful car. All right, Danny.
Thanks for watching and check back soon for more Hot Rod Madness.